Thanks again for watching this video on how to play slide guitar. You are awesome, and subscribe while you're at it. Thanks again. Take care. All right, let's talk about this blues solo here with the slide. So this is encouraged by a student of mine, wanted to learn some slides, so I wrote out a basic solo here. Basic, I just used the blues, the 1, the 4, and then the 5 chord is here, the E7. So A blues, basically, A blues slide is what we're doing here. So let's go over each of these measure by measure. Let me get my slide out. So my slide, I'm using this Dunlop, and I'll put a link in the description down below which one I'm using here. All right, let me talk a little bit about some technique here. So technique wise, what I'm using are my fingers, my right hand, to mute these strings. So I'm going to mute out all the strings except the one I want to hear. So the challenging part is just putting the finger down and picking one up. And then the other thing is with the slide, you want to be right over the fret. You don't want to be pressing down. You just want to be right over the fret. So you put a little vibrato on it to kind of make it sound like it's singing. So that's typically what I do. And I got a ring slide for my ring finger. You can get a pinky slide as well. So there's different types of slides. So anyways, the main thing with the slide is you just don't want to press and play all of them. It gets a little sloppy that way. The best thing to do is just use your right hand muting technique. So that'll take some work. Hopefully the solo will get you started, and then there's plenty of other songs out there that you can learn the slide technique with. So let's go over this blues solo. Let's go over measure 1. So the measure 1, I'm basically just playing an A, sliding into an A. Then I'm playing the C sharp. Notice with my right hand I'm switching off with my thumb and my index finger. And doing, basically, when I go to the 4 chord, the D7, I'm doing the same thing there. I'm going. So the same thing I'm doing here. And then basically I'm going back to the 1 chord. So there I'm playing a double stop, 2 strings at once. So challenging part of that is meeting out the other strings around them. So then that's that triplet part right there. So then I'm going from the A to the G, basically back to the E there. So when I'm covering there, I'm basically covering the A7 chord. So I got the A and the C sharp here, and then A going down to G, and then there's the E. So I got all 4 notes in the A7 here. So, and then play some more of the G to the A. So then measure 4, G to A. So you got the, and so that's measure 5, I'm sorry, that's measure 3 and measure 4. So now measure 5, D7, goes like this. Typically when I do the slides, I slide up like usually a couple frets above. Not always it's marked, so like there it's not marked. I'm just sliding into that 7 on the downbeat. And then I got like this triplet thing here. It's like the triplet 7. So basically what I'm doing there is I got the F sharp, which is in the D7 chord, and then I'm going to the 4 there, so it's the G. So basically I'm to the next measure, then I go back to the D there on the 3rd string. I slide down to the flat 7, which is the C there, then back to the D. So it goes. So I got the... So I play this one again. I could just slide, but I like the sound of the attack. So that was over the D chord there, those two measures, and then I'm to the A chord, back to the A. So the A chord, basically I got two measures of the A. I'm going to slide into that A again. So I get the A and then the C sharp, and then I do a little suspension there. There's a D, back to the C sharp, A to the G, back to the A. And then I'm starting going into the E7 here. So then I got the little anticipation, 7 to 9, 9 into, so let me play this part here. So I got, I think on the recording, actually the solo, I slid this here, so I'll have to add a little slide there. So I slide back and forth between those two guys. See if I can add that with my, so it goes like this. Ooh, it'll look a little better. All right, so there's my slide. And so then this part here, the measure 8 goes. And then I got that anticipation, that slide. So there I did start with a 7. It's a quick 7. It's just like right. I slide into the 9 on a downbeat of, or the and of 4. So basically I start on that and then I land on the, basically that's the G sharp there on the E7 on downbeat of 1. So then when I mute that with my, alright, so I'm trying to get this here. And then I'm going to slide down from the 9 to 7 there and get to the D7. So I got the, so basically I'm going down to the 7, which is the D, which is in the E7 chord, which is the flat 7, which is in the E7, and then I land on the F sharp, which is the D7 there. So I got the, so then the start here is basically over the A7. So I like to start that. So that's basically the A going from the flat 3rd of the A7, and then I get to the A there and land on the A. It's like this. And then I let that ring out for a little bit, and then I pause right there, and then I got the ending over the E7. So basically into the E7 here, I got this little thing which is similar to this here. So I'm going from the, so that's the G sharp, and then I got the A, and then I got the B flat, which is the blues note, I would say, and then you got the, or you could look at it as the flat 3rd. How do you want to look at that? You could look at this as the blues note here. Or you could just say it's chromatic. I like to look at it as chromatic as well. Anyhow, so there's your A blues slide solo, and hope that helps you out in getting you started with the slide. Thanks again for watching. You are so awesome for being here today and learning to play slide guitar. If you need the PDFs, you can get them down below in the description, in the link. And if you have any questions, please leave those questions there in the comment section if you got any other ideas for some videos I can make for you. Thanks again. You are so awesome. Thanks for watching. Take care.